Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Jessie. This is Playful Moon Tarot. So grateful to have you here, and thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I am truly grateful. And in today's Pick a Card, we are going to be checking in with our Pleiadian guides to see what messages they have for us. All of the timestamps will be in the description box down below. And if you'd like to book a personal reading or follow along on Instagram for daily tarot, those links are also down in the description box underneath the timestamps. Let's get into your guys' readings. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading. You guys were drawn to the Purpose card, and it's a remembering of who you are. And so some of you guys might be struggling with the density down here on Earth, and they're asking you to remember your soul, remember your spirit, remember where you came from, and remember that you have the power within you to manifest the life that you want, the life that you desire, and the life that you deserve. And they really want you to know that you're going to be okay. Things are going to happen for you. The things that you dream about, maybe not every single thing will shake out, but a lot of it will. And I really feel like if you guys just trust the process, yeah. You guys are really powerful manifestors, and you guys have success on the horizon. There's just a real sense of having to trust. And it's so scary, right? When we can't see what's happening, and to really having to, go into those spaces of trusting that what is unfolding, where we're being led, all has a purpose, all has a reason, and all has a divine plan, right? So the cards that came out were the Six of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Magician, the Empress, the Sun, Ace of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles. So you guys have some pretty big energy going on around you right now. We've got 4 major arcanas that popped out. So I feel like things feel really big for you guys right now. Things feel, there's almost a sense of this needs to happen, or else. But there's always, where you're being led, where you're being guided is magical, okay? And there's not, I'm getting the sense that some of you feel like you're missing out on the magic of the world, and they're saying that you're not. You're not missing out on the magic. Things are happening and unfolding the way that they need to. You guys are very gifted and talented, and you need to trust your intuition and where you're being led. And so what they're saying is they want you to take these gifts and really start working with them. Really start, and for everybody, your gifts are going to be different, okay? You guys could be writers, you guys could be artists, you guys could be intuitive empaths, you guys could be so many things. Really start exploring these gifts, okay? Really start exploring all of these things that lie within your soul. And the best way to get in touch with that inner knowing, the inner gifts, all that we came down here to do, is really getting into those quiet spaces, doing some meditation, and really following your intuition. Really trusting. Like when I'm following my intuition, I feel like I'm following like an energy vortex that comes out of my heart, that I have to go in this direction. Like my spirit, my heart, my everything from the center of my being is coming out this way, and that's what I follow, okay? And it's not the voice in our minds that tells us we can't do it, or it's not the naysaying voice. That's not the voice. It's that inner knowing, okay? It's when you get in the middle of the night, when you're laying there and all is quiet, and you get those moments of inspiration, or I have to do this, or those callings that you just can't ignore, that's your intuition leading you, okay? And really doing some exercises around getting in touch with your intuition. You can do meditations, you can do exercises. It's a muscle that needs to be worked, right? Like it's not like an actual muscle, but that's what the best analogy I can. Like if you want really toned six-pack abs, you're going to do sit-ups at least 5 days out of the week, right? And a lot of them. And you're going to probably be mindful about what you're eating because you don't want to put more work on yourself by going and doing 500 sit-ups and then eating a few donuts because you just kind of just went backwards, right? But what they're saying is find ways to really start practicing your muscle around your intuition. Really start to do things that really start to deepen that relationship with your inner knowing, the trust for the universe. There's so many different, there's books, there's meditations, whatever calls to you. I don't really want to make any recommendations here because I don't want to lead anybody down just one specific path. And this is also part of getting in touch with your intuition, is going into a meditation or something like that after this reading and really like what is that inner voice telling you from your heart space, from the center of your soul, from the center of your being. Start there and start working with that and following. Like when I wake up in the morning, I will really, especially if I have the day off, I will let my intuition lead me throughout my day. Like what do you want me to do now? Like what would, and or I'll just get a sense. I'll just get this knowing like I had a plan to do this, but boy, my inner self is really telling me like I need to take a rest, or I need to go on a hike in nature, or I need to do a meditation right now, or I need to sit with a certain crystal, or maybe I need to pull some cards for myself. And I really will throughout the day, if I had plans to do something at a certain time and that time comes up and it's not like a deadline for work or anything, and I was like, well, I was going to read this one book, but now I feel like playing my video game. I will go with whatever my intuition is telling me at that moment, and that also helps to strengthen your inner knowing. Like as you go throughout your day, what changes happen, and then how do you address those changes? Do you fight it? Are you saying, no, we're going to do this today? Or do you say, wow, I'm really feeling like, and then fill in the blank and then do that instead. So, and also nurture yourself. They want you to nurture yourself. Things take time to grow. And so for anybody that's trying to start something new, striking out something new, really working with your intuition for the first time is also something that can be new. Really allowing yourself to be nurtured through this process, not being too hard on yourself, being very loving and kind with yourself, allowing yourself to take breaks. If you do like an intuition game where sometimes for, like I've seen them on YouTube where they'll be like, practice your intuition, and they'll have like different objects in a box or something, and you're supposed to use your intuition to guess what object is in the box. If you get it wrong, or you do things where you're trying to work that muscle and you kind of like misstep, it happens to everybody. Okay, it literally happens to us all. We all have moments where we might not be feeling as in tune with our intuition or as in touch with the moment, or we might, get that feeling where we should go this way, like spirit's wanting us to go this way, and then we kind of pivot and go the other way, or we choose the other box and we're like, man, I really wanted to choose box 1, but I chose box 3 instead. It's okay. All of these, you can't do 500 sit-ups the first time you go to do sit-ups, okay, for that, back to that 6-pack abs, okay? It's going to take time, and there's going to be days where you feel more inspired. You might even knock out an extra 50, and there's going to be days where it is going to be just, the energy is going to be all off, and it's going to take every single fiber of your being to do 200, okay? Things fluctuate, and so does working with your intuition. Things can fluctuate. Sometimes you feel really connected with yourself, and other times you might feel a little bit off. That's all natural, okay? That's all natural. Sometimes we just get into those spaces where we really can hear, see, and feel our inner knowing, and other times we're a little bit more lost, or we might think we heard our intuition. Maybe it really was our ego talking to us. Just keep working with it, okay? Keep working with it and don't get discouraged. I myself have chosen the wrong box, okay? If we're going to go back to that analogy of, well, I really wanted to choose box 1, but then I thought about it. And I chose box 3. Okay, then my thinking mind took over. But I still feel like I'm very in tune with my tuition most of the time. Okay. So just really be mindful that it's not always going to be like spot on, but the more that you work with it, the more you start to trust and building that trust. And so the sun is shining down on you. Go for the things that make you feel happy. Okay, you are moving towards very successful, very abundant, very happy and joyous times. And especially the more that you follow your intuition, it will lead you to the cup, right? And I feel like the Ace of Cups, I feel like all aces are really gifts from the universe. And I really feel like deepening that connection with your intuition, deepening the connection with yourself is really going to unlock some magic for you and is really going to bring you like a new seed that's planted that will bring you some more happiness and emotional fulfillment. I feel like really starting to work with this magic of your intuition is really going to unlock some happiness and some magic for you guys, and a new sense of getting emotionally fulfilled. And the Knight of Pentacles has the patience that it requires, right? And the determination, and is always going to continue to go after what they want, knowing that things take time, knowing that they have to be patient with themselves, but to keep showing up every day, doing the work, and really allowing spirit to take over when we need to give the wheel over to spirit, and trusting that when we need to take action again, our intuition will let us know those next steps. So I hope something in that message resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. You guys were drawn to the Purpose and the Shine Your Light card and that future self, and really getting connected with all of these new energies, frequencies, vibrations that are coming down so that you can step into your future self and all the potential that your future self has to offer for you and this world. I feel a lot of real true gifts with this card. I'm feeling like a lot of you have a lot of magical qualities about you, and sharing them with the world is really going to be a very joyous occasion for you and for others. There's definitely a new beginning coming in. I feel like you guys can't really see the path forward right now, but really getting in touch with your intuition, allowing spirit to guide you in the way of giving you inspiration on the daily basis to keep on track of going after your goals. When you wake up and you feel inspired to do a certain task, I feel like that then you should go in that direction. Okay, so here, so you guys have the Fool, the Nine of Cups and the Moon, Ten of Cups and the Empress, Justice and the Four of Swords, and Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. So there's a real sense to embrace this new beginning. You guys, I feel, just kind of came out of a rest period, or you're being redirected away from something to a new beginning. because the Fool card is here. And so really working with your intuition, really starting to get in touch with your gifts that you want to bring forward to share with the world, because I feel like your future self is here to tell you that this new path that you guys are being called down is really meant to take hold in a way in which other people get to benefit from this. So whatever it is, I'm not really sure what this new path is. You guys, it's going to be so different for all of you. But there's a sense that you are being redirected. And when you find yourself in fuzzy moments where you can't quite see your way forward, also go back and just rest some more. They're saying along this journey, when you start to feel confused, if you start to fall out of balance or anything like that, take a moment to rest. Resting is really rejuvenating and healing, because you guys are really being encouraged to embrace everything that this new path has to offer. And some of you guys have no idea what this new path is at all. Some of you guys can't see the way forward at all. Some of you guys are really starting to learn how to work with your intuition, your inner knowing, and being guided by your inner compass. And when we are guided by our inner compass, we really find ourselves in a place where we are really, really joyful. Emotionally fulfilled, when we nurture ourselves, when we chase after the things that we want, when we allow ourselves to dream and go into those spaces, when we really just follow where we are being led throughout our heart space, it really brings us emotional fulfillment that really then can trickle out to the rest of the world and make us a better partner, a better coworker, a better boss, just a better version of ourselves, where you and the other people around you get to benefit. Now, they really keep drawing my attention to these butterflies. So you guys are really being asked to go through that big transformation. So from a caterpillar to a butterfly, a lot has to happen. We have to go into those dark spaces. We have to crawl inside of our cocoon, really getting in touch with everything that lies within us, and then we emerge. And so really getting in touch with that inner knowing, that intuition, and allowing the changes to take place that are being guided by your intuition, okay? That are being guided by your heart space, and really allowing that to take shape. They're saying, like, look at all of the butterflies then are then all around the sun. And really allowing yourself to go on this journey of deepening your inner knowing, deepening your relationship with your intuition is really going to bring some beautiful, abundant, successful, joyful, just everything that the sun has to offer. They're just saying is going to be yours, allowing yourself to go through the transformation process, become those beautiful butterflies. And then they're just so they're just saying, see, like the circle too behind here. Everything kind of is revolving around those circular shapes. And everything, and those are kind of representing the sun. So the sun up here in this corner, and then the sun that is kind of behind here in the water. You can't really see it because my light is washing out the card too much. Sorry, the glare is real there. But it's basically this mermaid type character really putting her hands up to the sun, and the fish kind of swimming out down from around the sun. And I'm just seeing it as this real balance of giving and like receiving, giving and receiving with your gifts, with your intuition. It's strengthening the bond you have with yourself and the bond with other people. And I feel like at some point in this journey, there is going to be this new spark of creative inspiration that comes in, and follow that. You're meant to take this and and go with it wherever it leads, because it's going to be incredibly successful and victorious in a sense of really feeling like you achieved something. Six of Wands is a real card where you look back and you can really see all the things that you have accomplished, as well as other people celebrating your accomplishments. There's a sense of balance, a sense of achievement, and a sense of celebration from yourself to yourself and from others to you. Really allow yourself, when you guys get those moments of inspiration, when this Ace of Wands here strikes you, really follow that, really go. Now, it might change, it might develop, it might grow into something new, but really grasping that and moving forward with it, and then allowing it to evolve and change and grow in ways that, yeah, see the stars here. Wishes will be granted. The star is the bottom card. I just wanted to see what the undercurrent of the reading is. Wishes will be granted. The star card comes out when we're feeling a little kind of lost on our journey, and she's letting us know not to worry, not to fear. Don't fear the things that you can't see. Think of it as the magic is being made, and when it's ready to be revealed, it will pop out from behind the curtain, okay? It's like the magic's behind the curtain, and when it's ready to be revealed to you, it will. So trust that your future self in this message is letting you know that you are being divinely guided, and really go out and shine your light and really embrace this new path, this new relationship that you're developing with your inner knowing that's leading you to your future self and your future successes. Really cultivate and develop and nourish that relationship. And so if something in that message resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. You guys were drawn to the healing card. And this healing card talks to us about healing our emotional bodies and really integrating our spiritual body and our physical body. Really seeing our physical body as a vessel for creation that we also have to nurture and nourish and take care of. And sometimes that requires us to pay attention to our emotions, to what we're eating, to what we're thinking. Some of these old thought patterns that are wanting to leave right now, we should do some releasing ceremonies around releasing old thought patterns, is what the guides are saying. And so, yeah, okay. There's a real sense of kind of going inwards, going into our heart space, getting really quiet and really mindful about how we are going to start moving forward. You guys are just really being guided right now to develop your inner knowing, your inner strength, and really coming into a place where we balance some of these things out. And so we have the Devil, we have the Four of Wands, sorry, no, the Five of Wands, I can't count, Five of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Knight of Coins and the Hermit. And we also have the Sun, the Strength, and the Justice card. And so right now, there's a real, where the reading needs to start is with the Hermit. There's a real sense of needing to go into your heart space, which for some of you might be painful. You guys might have just experienced a loss, or traumas from past experiences are coming up. Find somebody to work with. If there's some deep healing that needs to take place, don't try to do that by yourself, but you are being encouraged to, when you feel ready, to start to integrate and do some of that healing work. and really trying to understand the lessons that are brought to us when we go through big changes, okay? Don't, there could be arguing around you. There could just be some really punchy energy. There could be a sense that you have to really fight for what you want right now. But also allow spirit to step in and help you. There's a sense that you guys are feeling a little defeated right now, or a little bit like you really got to fight for what you want. And going after what we want is good. But sometimes when we get into that real tricky energy of needing to prove a point because we need others to accept us, or we need others to understand, or we need others anything, that this is more about you. This is about you and your relationship with yourself, relationship with your emotional body. You might be asking for an apology and not getting it. Sometimes we don't get apologies for things that happen to us, and we need to understand how we can still move forward and not allow certain situations to hold us back, because sometimes it kind of becomes more about us keeping ourselves stuck in old patterns because that they're comfortable and it's what we know, even if we don't like them. So there's a sense in really releasing yourself from any type of old patterns, old thought patterns, or old ways of nurturing yourself. You might need to come up with new ways of how to nurture and heal your wounds. And Spirit just really wants to encourage you guys to be patient with yourselves during this process, but still go after everything that you want. Still keep actively going after the things that bring you joy, the things that you want to see in this world, the things that you want to experience. Keep going after those things, but allowing these new ideas that Spirit is trying to bring forward for you guys of how you heal, how you integrate, how you connect with your emotional body, with yourself, with your inner knowing, with the wounding. Allow for these new thoughts to come in, even if they feel really foreign, because it's trying to balance out the ways in which some of your old patterns just aren't helping you anymore and they're hindering you. And Spirit really wants to assist you with bringing in these new ideas of how you can more decisively cut things out and also replace them with things that are going to be more nurturing and beneficial for you guys. There's a real sense of the Justice card wanting to balance this out for you, balance out your emotional body, and cut away things that are no longer serving you. Because you also have the Sun and the Strength card here. And so you guys are able to overcome this. You guys have the inner strength to overcome this. Does that mean that we can show up, in our most strong embodied self every single day? No. But we can when we feel called, when we have the energy, and then on the days where we might be feeling a little bit tired, just take a rest day. Sometimes when I'm feeling really tired, because I'll manifest stuff throughout the day and I'm, constantly kind of in contact with Spirit and learning new things, and sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I'm not studying anything today. I'm just going to try to keep my energy low. I might have to go to work and I'll do the best job that I can, but I'm not trying to push myself to learn anything new. I'm literally just showing up. I'm going to be in the moment. I'm going to do the best that I can, and then I'm going to leave it at that. And there's a real sense of learning the balance of that too, that really strengthens us on the inside as well, and deepens our relationship with our inner strength that we can show up and do our best, and sometimes that's all that we can do, and that in itself is divine and beautiful. And just know that the changes that are taking place right now, the new ideas that Spirit wants to bring in for you guys, is all going to lead you guys to a place of happiness. The sun is here. The sun wants to shine on you. The universe wants you to feel loved, to feel nurtured, to feel supported. But sometimes we have to go into some uncomfortable places in order for the sun to come out, okay? Sometimes there's got to be lightning and thunderstorms and things like that, and then the sun breaks through the clouds, okay? And so the sun is shining on you even through the clouds. And so going through some of these uncomfortable feelings and emotions are really going to unlock some beautiful beginnings for you guys, beautiful understandings, a beautiful deeper connection with yourself. And they're saying like a returning home to your soul. And they understand that it's a very big process of trust, but that trusting is really going to allow some of this magic to take place. And if you need support in any area, go out and look for the support that you need. It's there. You just might need to be creative with how you find it, is what they're saying. So I hope something in that message resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.